Hello everyone and welcome to episode 15 of the Hormuz Freedom Campaign for the AV-8B in DCS World, The Final Strike. And that is the final episode that we have, so the briefing for this one is that a strange complex has been identified a little bit further into Iran. A lot of security and defences around some kind of factory/refinery complex, and so we are just going to blow it up just in case. Difficulty being that this is a defended site. There are SA-10s, so we're going to have to go in low to terrain mask from those. And that will of course put us in line with the ground AAA, so we're just going to have to deal with that. We've got a relatively light load this time. We have 2 Mark 38 JDAMs and 2 Mark 38L laser JDAMs. A little bit awkward that we've got both kinds. It would have been easier with all one kind, but anyway, let's jump into it.
1311, spotting that train was nasty.
Yeah, it was. All the AA around was quite a challenge. If we're down to hitting trains and factories, it must mean we're running out of important things to hit.
There's plenty of military targets around, but God forbid, what if we win this war?
It's not a war. It's a police action. We're enforcing safe passage of the tanker.
I thought it was a grunt, not a cop, but what do I know?
1-3. You know how it goes. They say jump.
Roger that. I know.
Uzi, focus. Picture clear. Be advised this mission may be scrubbed.
1-1, focus. We still go?
Mission is a go for now.
Roger. Just let us know before we do the tango with the SA-10.
Uzi, focus. My line with the Pentagon is a one-way line.
Roger. We are pushing on. Uzi, fence in. 1-2. Get ready to go low when they spike with the SA-10. NVG and Fleur is all good?
Roger. All green and looking keen.
Uzi, IP.
Focus copies.
1-3. 1-1. We're gonna start our run soon. Stay out of AA stuff, and don't run into any mountains.
Roger. Just tell me when. I'll have them on my pod.
So this time the waypoint was nice enough to actually be located at the target, so I was able to very quickly find it. You can see here is complexes made of several factory buildings, and they are dotted with defending vehicles all the way around the outside. Since I've got the JDAMs, what I do here is start putting in target of opportunity points. I mark on 3 on this initial pass, trying to aim them for the base of the major buildings there, which we've been told are our primary targets. I then order my wingman to also engage the primary target, just so that we can both be going in and share the AAA between us. I set the regular non-laser JDAMs as my first set of weapons up, select targets of opportunity 1 and 2 for those, which are the closest of the 2 buildings, then head in. I enter max range, but because we're not really getting too much opposition, I'm waiting for the counter to tick up to be close to 100, and I press and hold to pickle away both of those bombs. And then I immediately turn and go evasive away from the AAA and to give myself distance for my next pass. And although the AAA is pretty quiet on my ingress there, when I look over my shoulder just to check if they have opened up, they really have, and so I do have to be flying rather evasive from here on. And while I keep an eye on it, I do see a flash as I get the first hit, and then the second.
Check. Secondaries.
While I'm then giving myself distance for the next pass, I do line up with the 4th building, which I didn't have a good view of before, and mark that as my 4th target of opportunity, and set both 3 and 4 for what the laser JDAMs will be targeting. And it's just a case of rolling back in, jinking the whole time on approach, and as the counter ticks up to be close to 100, I then press and hold, dropping both bombs, and then again turn to evade. And this time as I'm evading, I do keep a much closer eye on the targeting pod, and this time we're treated to a much more impressive explosion.
Shack, secondaries. Holy smokes, the whole place went up.
Focus, Uzi. Target destroyed. Something big went up.
Roger. RTB. Good job. Stay out of the SA-10.
So there we go, time to RTB, and we just get a final little bit of the story as we do.
Focus. Uzi. Siri Island is closed. Divert to Liwa. Taken 95X. Texaco available. Taken 50X.
Roger. Liwa 95X. What happened?
Stand by, Uzi. I'll have more in a few. Focus, Uzi. It looks like we are going home. Someone had enough and they decided not to play ball anymore.
Roger that. Why is Siri closed? It was growing on me.
We have 12 hours to pull out of Siri, so everyone is going to Liwa. There will be a lot of traffic in the area. Monitor Liwa Tower. Tank if needed.
One, two. 1-1. You got that?
Firm. We move from one sandy base to another. Not gonna be a cop anymore. Right when I was getting used to the idea.
I have a feeling it won't be long before we go to Afghanistan, buddy. If there's grunts on the ground, we gotta be in the air.
Now, there was no need to refuel. We did have 2 fuel tanks taking off, so we had plenty to cross the Gulf and get to Liwa airfield space. And honestly, I was still running on the tanks by the time that I was passing the refueling tanker, so there was no point refueling. Otherwise, the flight back was fine, and here we have me landing a little bit rough, but do get back there. And yeah, that is the campaign all wrapped up. We have defeated Iran, at least we've stopped them trying to threaten shipping. All in all, a pretty good last mission, nice straightforward. Challenge was there in trying to dodge all of that AAA that you had to expose yourself to. It was good fun. Would have preferred it if we just had one type of bomb, then you could pickle away all 4 in one go. That would have been quite a lot of fun. The lasers really weren't needed for hitting stationary targets. But that is the campaign done, so I will put all of my thoughts into a full review next week, and in the meantime I will be taking a poll, probably both on YouTube and on my Discord as I normally do, to see what we're going to be playing next. But I hope you've enjoyed me, thank you for sticking with me throughout the campaign, and I hope to catch you in a future video. Till then, remember to be kind to yourselves and everyone else. Cheers.